Today, I'm going to be interviewing the soccer giant Real and seeing what cool stuff they do to make their turf. This America First field has the best turf in all of Utah. We even got an award for it. This field is 120 by 75 yards, which makes it one of the biggest soccer fields in Utah. This stadium has held some of the most famous soccer teams around the world, like Manchester United. Hey, Dan.
Hey.
Mind if I maybe ask you a few questions about this place?
Sure, yeah. You want to walk around?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it.
So how long have you been working here?
This will be my 11th season with Real Salt Lake.
Wow, that's a lot of time that you spent here.
Yeah.
What's this light we're coming up on?
So this is one of our grow lights. If you look underneath it, there's just like light bulbs, and you can hold your hand underneath and it's kind of warm.
Oh yeah.
So when it's cold, kind of like today, we can put these out on areas that get worn down, and it just gives us a little bit more heat and UV light to help the grass grow.
I've always wondered, how do they even make this turf?
A sod farm grows this grass for us up in Idaho. So they grow it specifically for us. We choose the different varieties, bring it here in big rolls like this wide.
It's like a carpet almost.
Yeah. They have a big machine that comes out, unrolls it. We get it nice and flat and then just keep going across the whole field.
That's cool. I mean, I always thought they used like some Harry Potter magic to do it.
I wish it was that easy, yeah.
What are those crew members doing behind there?
They are working on little spots. See the flags?
Oh, yep.
Those are kind of bad grasses that we don't want to infiltrate the good grasses that we have here. So we have to walk the field and look for the small, different colored, not as strong grass. And we have to mark it with a flag, and then we have to cut it out and put fresh grass in the place.
It boggles my mind that there's different grasses. I always just thought grass was grass.
Grass was grass, right. No, it's called Kentucky bluegrass is what we grow here.
Isn't that music?
They play music there, yeah, I think. But the varieties of grass that are Kentucky bluegrass are the best for our climate, and it likes to be cut really short. That's why we grow it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So how often do you water this grass?
We'll water every other day for about an hour. And then in the heat of the summer, we'll water every day. We make sure and water at night when it's cooler. As we're walking, you can see like divots, and that happens during the games. The crew over here, they'll come with a green sand seed mixture and fill that in. So when the player comes and steps here again, it's nice and flat and it won't hurt them.
And on the topic of players, have any famous players played here?
I would say so. Have you heard of a team called Manchester United?
Oh yeah, I've heard of Manchester United.
They played here once before, so that was kind of cool.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, we're lucky to host some cool teams. Like the US team will play here, men's and women's.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
How many games do you have here like per season?
It varies a little bit each season, but I would say about 30 total games.
Wow, that means you gotta repair it a lot then.
Yeah, it's essential for the field to stay as flat as possible.
How big is this field? Because where I'm standing, it looks massive.
Yeah, it is 105,000 square feet.
That's crazy. That's bigger than most houses.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. We have to use that number when we calculate how much grass we'll need, or seed, or fertilizer, different stuff like that. So
it's cool.
Yeah.
Why do you use real grass instead of turf grass?
It's a good question. I get that question a lot. For one, those divots that we were talking about, that's when a player is like planting their foot and the ground is able to give a little bit, so their momentum will take them. The ground will give and they're still able to run. With artificial grass, if somebody was to cut like that, the ground doesn't give. That's where you get your injuries. That's part of it. I think it looks better, it smells better. Artificial grass can get up to about 170 degrees, so it'll like melt your shoes and it gets pretty nasty. Natural grass stays about the same temperature as the outside temperature is. So it's 66 right now, then the temperature of the grass would be around 66.
I can't believe artificial grass can get that hot.
It's dangerous, yeah. It's tough to work on, it stinks, so we don't like it.
How do you protect this grass against harsh storms in the winter?
Yeah, this winter was rough. Typically with this grass field though, we just let it go. We let it go natural, go dormant. We have our first games in March. So hopefully we'll have snow cover. It protects the grass a little bit. And then when the season rolls around, we actually have a heating system that we can turn the heater on. It'll help kind of wake the grass up out of dormancy and helps us to start the grass growing and get the players out here to play.
Is there any stem involved in growing this grass or making it?
Sure, yeah, there's lots of stems. in the grass. No, there is. So we talked about like fertilization. So we'll do a lot of math with fertilization. And there's engineering into it. You know, the science part of it, it's every day. You kind of don't think about it, but there's a lot of calculations. We're constantly watching the weather.
There's a lot of work into growing grass.
Yeah. I had no idea when I was younger that this could be like a job, a career, but yeah, it definitely can. All of these people on our crew have gone to school and have learned and kind of worked their way up to working with me and with Real Salt Lake. It's pretty cool.
Maybe I should start working here when I get older.
Yeah, just send me your resume.
Can I improve my terrible soccer skills here?
Of course, yeah. Yeah, we'll get you out there.
Great. So do you have to focus on stuff during school to get into working here?
Yeah, it's something that for me personally, like in college, I would take classes in, you know, the horticulture part, which is learning the parts of the blades and learning about weeds and about soils and everything. So those are the biggest classes that we took. There were a lot of like plant identification classes that I took over Utah State, so learning the names of different things.
Yeah.
The thing I liked about it is the most is that you just get to be outside, get to work with really great people like these guys. Yeah, that's why I like it here.
That's awesome.
Yeah. This is where the players sit, right here.
Oh wow. And if you want to buy a shirt like the one I'm wearing now, you can check out our Etsy shop, Stemheads, where you can buy stuff like shirts, hats, and even hoodies.